What is going on, my friends? Josh Baldwin here from Mad Money Millennial. In this video, we are going to discuss some fantastic news regarding Social Security, SSI, and disability benefits. Lawmakers have recently updated their legislation so that the Social Security and Medicare programs are no longer at risk of being terminated. You can do me a giant favor by tapping those like and subscribe buttons. And let's get into this breaking news update regarding the latest Social Security benefits information. This information changes on an almost daily basis, and it's my job to keep you informed with the latest updates. So make sure you watch every single video and watch all the way through so you don't miss out on the most current information. Republican Senator Rick Scott of Florida has revised his less than popular proposal to sunset all federal programs in 5 years, after absorbing weeks of criticism from Democrats and even his own party, by adding an exemption for Medicare and Social Security. And rightfully so. Don't be touching my Medicare or my Social Security. Nuh-uh. The updated version of Scott's Rescue American plan now says all federal legislation sunsets in 5 years with specific exceptions of Social Security, Medicare, National Security, veterans benefits, and other essential services. The previous version of the proposal included no such exemption and instead declared if a law is worth keeping, Congress can pass it again. Democrats and Republicans had pointed out that such a provision could have endangered the popular entitlement programs. President Joe Biden seized on the proposal in his State of the Union address earlier this month and attempted to tie Republicans to Scott's idea, leading to an animated back and forth with GOP lawmakers during his speech. President Biden in Florida last week continued to hammer Scott, telling supporters the very idea the senator from Florida wants to put Social Security and Medicare on the chopping block every 5 years, I find to be somewhat outrageous. The criticism of Scott's plan was not limited to Democrats. Last week, Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell told a Kentucky radio station that the Florida senator's proposal was just a bad idea. McConnell goes on to state, "I think it will be a challenge for him to deal with this in his own re-election in Florida, a state with more elderly people than any other state in America." Scott has stumbled to defend his proposal, repeatedly claiming that President Biden and Democrats have misrepresented his plan. In fact, his revised Rescue America blueprint included a shot at President Biden, McConnell, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, in which he writes in bold typeface. Note to President Biden, Senator Schumer, and Senator McConnell. As you know, this was never intended to apply to Social Security, Medicare, or the U.S. Navy. The revision marks the second time Scott has been forced to adjust his plan amid criticism from both sides of the aisle. He previously dropped a proposal to require all Americans to pay at least some federal income tax, which could have forced low-income earners to pay taxes, as well as those in the middle class who have reduced their income tax burden to zero through various deductions. In its place, Scott added a new requirement. Able-bodied Americans under 60 who do not have young children or incapacitated dependents should work. We need them pulling the wagon and paying taxes, not sitting at home taking money from the government. Scott was chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, the campaign arm of the Senate GOP, at the time he released his Rescue America plan. He said the proposal was his own and didn't reflect the views of the Senate Republican Conference. Nevertheless, he said he introduced it to give Republicans a platform to run on in the 2022 midterm elections, suggesting party leadership wasn't presenting voters with ideas for what the GOP stood for. McConnell, anticipating the potential fallout from the idea in the midterms, immediately distanced his party from Scott's blueprint not long after he had unveiled it, and remarking, "We will not have as part of our agenda a bill that raises taxes on half the American people and sunsets Social Security and Medicare within 5 years. And there you have it, folks. The termination of the Social Security and Medicare programs is now completely off the table on both the Democrat and now the Republican side as well. Alright, my Mad Money minions, I hope you found this video helpful and relieving. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below any information that you might have about your own Social Security benefits, and maybe you can help someone else out. And of course, hit that subscribe button and notification bell right next to it. Hitting that bell will make sure you get notified exactly when my videos are coming out and not a week or two later. If you're interested in investing, you can now get your one free stock by clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, stay safe, stay hustling, stay warm, and I will talk to you all again soon.